There are things, if you do not know, lives cannot be blessed through your hands. Trying in ignorance is a recipe for frustration. That's what many of us are doing. That every time your life does not capture certain results, don't start hunting for answers yet. Go for light, not the coin. Forget about the coin and look for a candle. Forget about the job and look for light. Forget about the courses, look for light. Every time your life is not answering, what you need is access to light.
If you rise up against a son, he will run to his father and say, Father, there is an adversary. And the father says, all right, go behind me and let me show this man how responsible I am. This is not to bring any emotions, but we've had times where terrorists have kidnapped children, and with all the wealth of their parents, they could not sleep because a little girl, a little boy, and the man would say, even if it is $1 million, please don't harm my son, let him come back home. And the terrorists would say, can you give us $5 million? They say, if it's for my son, I can go that far. Please, someone shout Abba. Why does it look like you are fatherless? Why does it look like there is no defender in your life? Why does it look like you are struggling to make God aware that you are here? There is something about your revelation. The way we have to cajole him and say, God, are you aware? I know there are over 8 billion people. Just to remind you that I am still in Lagos. Just to remind you that my rent is still an issue. There is something about your revelation that is insulting the fatherhood of God. The consciousness of his fatherhood will give you rest. How are the bills coming? I know, because I am not an orphan. How is my destiny going to change? I am not an orphan. I may be disadvantaged physically, but I know my father. Allow him come and you will see what he can do. You have that mentality, it will change your life. Every time lack and want and limitation seems to surround your life, most times we start thinking, who do I know in the government? Who do I know? Which my other uncle, I called you, you didn't respond. Or CEO, sir, wouldn't you give me the job? It's wonderful, but I'm teaching you something this morning. If you truly want to walk in a realm of unbelievable, unprecedented dimension of the supplies of the spirit, retreat from looking up to men. God will use men, but it does not come from men. It comes through men. It only comes from above. Every good gift and every perfect gift comes from above. This structure that we now celebrate did not come from men. It came through men, but it came from above. So when you see a son adorned with honor and glory, don't ask him where he got it from. Focus on the father that gave him.